what other businesses have you started?
So before Taste, I was a private chef. And before being a private chef, I ran my own IT company. So totally not related
a little bit different
in any way,
there,
shape,
buddy,
or form. But yeah, I had a managed service provider, so provided IT services to small businesses. Yeah. Nothing related to culinary.
All right, so just for our listeners, how did you make that jump from IT to being a chef?
Yeah, so IT was great, but not for me in the long run. So it goes back to that passion thing a little bit. I worked in restaurants and I've always loved food and always loved cooking when I was younger. Didn't really think that you could make a reasonable career out of it as far as how much money you make. So that's when I went into IT when I was younger. And just, I liked it, but it really wasn't what I'm passionate about. So it was about eight or 9 years ago, I guess at this point. No, I guess maybe 10 years ago. I said to, I'm gonna pull myself away from the IT business and start cooking more. The IT business I kept actually until this place opened up, but I have been cooking in one way, shape, and form for the last 10 years. So, following passion is really how I went from one to the other.
I believe that you have to have the passion to be even adequate at anything.
Absolutely.
And then when you have passion, that usually equates to being better than the person who just is like, I'm here to make a picture.
There's a good book, I can't remember the author, but I believe the title is something like 40 Days to Doing the Work You Love or something like that. And I recommend anybody, especially if they want to start a business, read that. But I read that when I started.
40 days to...
I think it's like 40 days to doing the work you love or something like that, yeah.
Well, now I got to read it, thanks. So what was the biggest fallacy of starting your own business?
So I think that goes back to what I was alluding at before. So when I started the IT business, it was a matter of me not liking, I was working in IT for other people, and I wasn't necessarily liking the hours, and I didn't like the management and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, I said to myself, I'm going to go be my own boss and do this on my own. I'm a smart enough guy, I can figure it out. And I think really quickly that's the quickest thing that you learn. It's not like, I get to take a vacation whenever I want, and different set of responsibilities that keep you attached to certain things, and you realize quickly you're always working for somebody, one way or another. So it's not as much of a free reign, I think, as I originally thought when I first started. I first started my IT business when I was like 21, 22. So I think, there was a little bit of youth involved in that, jumping in before, I was necessarily ready. But I think that's the biggest fallacy that people have, is that it's going to be so much better. I'm going to be my own boss. I'm going to make my own hours, take vacation whenever I want, and that's just not how it works out in the end.
Right. You put a lot of hours in if you're going to be an entrepreneur. You're going to make your business and make a living at it. So absolutely. So speaking of entrepreneurs and maybe that life balance, I don't know if that's true, but what advice do you have for our passionate entrepreneurs to be in my class?
Yeah, so I would say do your homework. Make a business plan, talk to other businesses that are similar to what you do, and figure out before you start what is going to make you different in the workforce. So, if it's a restaurant, what's going to make you different compared to all the other restaurants, or if it's IT, what's going to make your IT business different than all the others, and define that as a core value, and make sure that those things are set, and that's how you make all your decisions from there on forward. But I would say in the beginning, do your homework, create a business plan, talk to other business owners, talk to other entrepreneurs, have them read your business plan, but just dot your I's, cross your T's, do all the legwork up front. That make sure you're ready to jump into it.
Right, and I think most people, that's the issue. They don't want to put the legwork up front.
Yeah.
And when they do, and they ask, and they're amenable to finding a mentor in that restaurant business or IT
Right.
business or whatever,